Are you a nature guy? Do you like the English gardens and peacefulness? You hear the birds chirping over here. It's beautiful.
Nah, it's definitely beautiful. I think it's, making me become a nature guy. So, I think it's very peaceful, and, you can just walk outside and feel at home.
Let's go, bro. Let's keep building off that momentum, bro. Way to play complimentary football, bro. From offense to special teams and defense, bro. Hey, let's go. Let's take this to London, bro. Let's keep this track moving, bro. Let's go. Let's do it, bro. Hey, win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win!
Do you appreciate the passion, though, of this country and Europe in general for football, their version of football?
Just seeing the love they have for soccer, and now that they're open to, bringing football into their country and, showing the love that they show us. And, even when I watch it on TV, just seeing all the fans that's at the game, the different jerseys that they wear, you can tell that they're aware of what's going on in the U.S. as far as on the NFL side, as far as the football side. So just being able to come here and, get that same love that we get in the U.S., man, it means a lot, to be able to continue to make football global, man, and, be able to tap into each country. It means a lot. Like I said, this is my first international game, man, so I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to take in the whole experience. I'm excited to experience it with my brothers, with my family, so it'll be a good one.
It's a big ask, honestly, right, for NFL players, because the routine of it changes, but it does have a Super Bowl feel, like what you guys will expect when you get to a Super Bowl. And it's the whole week, the build-up, the interviews, the press conferences, stuff like this. I think this team has the personality and the type of image that does reflect a team that can handle that kind of attention. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree. We have a lot of great guys, from the vets even to the young guys. You know what I mean?
I mean, look at Caleb.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. And I remember a guy like myself, a long time ago. Just having to do stuff like that, and that's why I have admiration for it, because I know, the challenge that it may present. If you have a good game, if you have a bad game, I understand you have to be the same guy. Experience is the #1 teacher. Anytime that you can experience something early, whether it's good, whether it's bad, it's always a lesson. Never a loss is always a lesson. So I think just from the media, the national attention, I think we have a good group of guys that know how to deal with that type of stuff.
So what would you tell your teammates, as you've already kind of shaken off the jet lag from your first trip out here and you've gotten the lay of the land?
Right. I think first of all, the second night, you're probably gonna be a little tired, or the second day, you're probably gonna be a little tired, but shake it off, man. We're on vacation, enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? You can sleep when you get back to the States. Yeah. We're gonna enjoy ourselves while we're out here, but at the end of the day, we're coming out here for business, so we're gonna have a little fun, but at the end of the day, make sure we got our rest so we can come out and perform at a high level.
And you've had a taste of it, obviously, your last trip here to kind of lead the way. You were the Bears fullback, kind of, for this trip, right?
Yeah, it was amazing. I was able to come out with my mom. We did a big tour around the city. It took us to a lot of important places out here. I had a lot of fun, man, and we toured the stadium. I was able to see, where we were playing, but just the whole experience of being out here, I mean, from the culture to the food, just going around touring the city and, just seeing everything London had to offer. That was my first time out here. And to be able to experience with my mom, I mean, that was definitely, a dream come true.